the 155 caliber artillery shell, the 105mm, the 81mm mortar bomb. Important weapons for the UK's armed forces. And they all start life here. This is the BAE Systems munitions factory in Washington. It's where the artillery shells for the UK military, as well as forces around the world, are made.
It's a real end-to-end site, this site, so we've got 340 people working on the site. The site's been in this community for over 100 years now, and this site's a new site which we opened up in 2011, and been here over 10 years now, and it really gives that precision machining and engineering capability for ammunition products.
The workers here are tasked with the initial production, forging and shaping the shells. Something that's been taking place in this area for more than a century. This corner of northeast England has a proud tradition of manufacturing munitions dating back to the First World War. These days, tens of thousands of shells are made here every year, with 3/4 of them going to the British military. The Washington factory continues the proud tradition that stretches back to the Birtley Belgians, refugees who manufactured artillery shells for the Western Front. Work that carried on in the Royal Ordnance Factory Birtley before production was moved to this new facility. Decades of expertise passed from one generation to another.
It's valuable for the defence of the country. I've worked here for 20 years. My dad's worked here and his grandparents worked here, so this is third generation.
It's a multi-billion-pound operation, with the latest manufacturing machinery used to produce the thousands of shells needed.
We're here now in our forging facility, which produces all of our shell on site from 105 to 155 shell. We start the process with our billets coming into site from our supply chain. We then go through an induction process to heat the billet up to 1100 degrees C, and the process takes the billet to a finished forging. This process takes approximately 60 seconds per shell. It's a pressing process and then a cooling and shot blast process to finish up with the finished shell. It's our biggest investment when we move to the Washington site, which is over a £13 million investment just for this one piece of equipment. All of the shell products made on site has to come through this piece of machinery. It then goes on to other stages in semi-finish and then finished machining, powder coating to the finished product that goes down to our sister site in South Wales for filling.
As well as artillery shells, this factory produces thousands of mortar bombs for the armed forces every year. The initial forging, treating and painting of the bombs is completed before they're sent to Glasgow in Wales to be filled.
So basically, in this stage right now, castings for the mortar bodies are loaded into the auto pallet feeder, and then a robot picks them up and loads it into Operation 1 and Operation 2 of our CNC machines, and then a finished product is passed out on the end. This is a crucial step in making the mortars, as the body is quite a tied up tolerance item of the mortar. So this is obviously the main body of the mortar as well, where the explosives are, so it has to be produced to a high standard. So having an automated cell like this really helps to keep quality at a high standard.
And with tens of thousands of shells required every year, it's vital everything runs smoothly. David Sivills-McCann, Forces News. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel.